made a mistake. 1 second. The other one. All right. Welcome everybody to Friday Night Live. I'm your co-host, Lynn Nakamoto. Today we don't have Ron Halpert. He's not feeling well, so we ask that you send prayers his way. He's having a rough time at this point, with health. So let's think about him and wish him well and hope he gets better. Tonight, we have a nice group of speakers. We have the OTech pros, as well as we have Dan Street and Mike Ellis and Marty DeGarmo. So we're excited, and it's going to be open mic after that. So let's just begin without further ado. Our topic tonight is rising to the new top. And we're going to be, after the speakers are done, remember, you're going to get to express yourself, talk about what happened at the corporate webinar, your feelings, your thoughts, your opinions. We want to hear from you. So let's begin now with the OTech pros, beginning with Collins Mana. Give me 1 second. Okay, Collins, you can take the floor.
Thank you, Lynn. Just want to greet everyone here. Hello, Marty DeGarmo, Lisa. Just want to greet everybody. I hope we are all excited. I hope we are all fired up after yesterday webinar. What I would say, what can we say here to those who are still dreaming? This is the time for us to wake up. To those who believe, they think like it was just a message. Now, it is not really what we think. It is more than a message. And we have to give applause to our CEO and those guys in Hyderabad. We remember the word when he said, it is either do or die. People think like Mr. Ash will surely kill himself. He said, no, this is the truth about IT. IT solution is about do it or quit. There's no two way. As simple as that. You do it or you disappear, from the market. Mr. Ash Mofana chose the word and said, look, we have to do this or die. From the beginning of ONPASSIVE, he always make that statement, do or die. A lot of people think like, oh, this man is just joking. Who is this madman telling us this thing? Remember, he said it. He said he never ever imagined yesterday that ONPASSIVE would tend to be what it is today. The monster that we are seeing, the monster that is about to unleash to the planet. But he himself saw it gradually. He has it in his mind that I want to build something massive, but he never ever thought ONPASSIVE would be this way. And most people who were just doubting, I don't know what they are saying today. We had a lot of people calling and said, you know what about this? And today we're just chatting in the English webinar, the English UK and Ireland. People were talking about their emotion and their feelings. And there are people who still doubt, neighbors who still doubt. And the comment I made there, I said, you know what? I will not waste my time to tell anyone anymore. Even to those who doubt, I don't think I'll even want to give them a reseller position because I'm happy for them to become customers so they'll put money in our pocket. Because at the end of the day, whether you are in ONPASSIVE or not, everybody will find something to use in ONPASSIVE. They will become customers whether they like it or not, because we have that ecosystem and that product that are so sophisticated and attractive to come in. So there is just no way I said I will waste my time to tell somebody. But to those who are eager to come in, resellers is good for them because they will make so much money that they even imagine or ever dream of. This is ONPASSIVE for us. Our CEO talk about those guys in Hyderabad, when he said it is either you do it or you leave. It is true in IT industry. I've seen so many IT engineers fired up because they couldn't produce. They couldn't develop, they couldn't deliver. Because it is easy to come in and it's so easy to be fired. And that is how, as simple as that, in Hyderabad, it's not different. You either do it or you leave. That is it in IT. And where are we today? We're talking about sophisticated products. You know, we're talking about, they said we would deliver 1,000%, not 100%. This is what they told our CEO, that we will deliver not only 100%, but 1,000% products that will blow the whole planet Earth. And ONPASSIVE is about to tell its own story. We will not tell the story. Last time I said, when you prepare a good food, the aroma, you know, the aroma will bring people in. ONPASSIVE has prepared that food where people will smell it, they will feel it, and they will be crying. I remember Martin Digamo said, when people will see ONPASSIVE, some of them will shed tears. It is true. And who will be the winners? The founders will be jubilated when we turn our eyes and look at the globes, how people will be screaming for ONPASSIVE. And what are we going to say? We did it. Yes, we did it. Because we were there from the beginning. We saw the movement of ONPASSIVE. We celebrate, we enjoy the journey. So to those who never even stay awake to enjoy the journey, what would they say? When they come in, though they are founders, the sleeping founders, what would they say? I missed that journey. You know, I missed it. Though they will make what they came in for, but truly that journey, the joy of that journey is what they have missed. Because this is what our CEO said, let us stick with me, enjoy the ride, enjoy the journey. So there is nothing which these people, most of these founders will talk about ONPASSIVE. But to those who plugged in, they have a lot of story to tell about ONPASSIVE. Yes, we saw it. And we will be those founders that will stick our head up and say, yes, we have done it. You know, our CEO talk about the many events that will be coming, many events across the globe that will be coming. That is ONPASSIVE for us. That is ONPASSIVE. You know, talking about the event, you know, upcoming event. And he talked about what? He talked about, you know, things that will change, many releases of the product that will change the whole planet. Disruptive. One product can flip, you know, the whole planet. And we know that because some of us have seen a little bit things that can change the planet. And ONPASSIVE is about to tell his story. You know, so what will tell those who are still sleeping? I will say, please, though you didn't enjoy that ride, but the aroma is still there for you to sniff it. Plug in, because this is the moment. Plug in, because you will never see this again. Don't come at the tail end where you'll be looking and say, this is the time for me to learn. It will be too late for you to learn. Because at that time, most of the founders will be celebrating. Those who plug in, they will not even have time to sit back and tell you, because where will you start? Where are you going to start as a founder? From the Genesis, it's like holding the holy book and you say you want me to read it from Genesis to Revelation. Nobody will have time for that. This is the time for you to come in and start seeing what we have been seeing and enjoy the ride. You know, this is kudos to I want to give kudos to our CEO and our beloved tech guys in Hyderabad for a marvelous job they've been doing. And again, we know they will develop and develop and develop until, you know, we leave this planet Earth. But ONPASSIVE is in good shape and is about to tell its own story. Thank you, Lynn. I will leave it there for you to take it.
Thanks, Collins. We'll go on now to Bob Takusi to take it. Hi, Bob.
Hello, Auntie Lynn. Hello, everyone. All ONPASSIVEers worldwide. This is Bob Takusi, your friend from Bel Air, Maryland. It's good to be here. We are rising to the new top, says our CEO. We all of us, every single one of us is rising to the new top. Ash Mufara is taking each and every single founder to the new top. So we got to the top, we created a new top, says our CEO. I love the topic of tonight. But here's how Mr. Mufara begins his webinar, the famous webinar yesterday. I am Ash Mufara. I'm here to change your life. Straightforward. If you choose to. Very audacious statement. This is a statement from someone who is very confident in what he's about to unleash to the world, no doubt. He says it with conviction. He looks at each and every single founder straight in the eyes, and he calls his name. And he tells us that the government of this country is going to receive a copy of what he's saying. His lawyers are going to receive a copy of what he's saying. So he is very confident. That's one of the things that struck me. The confidence in which Mr. Mufare projects himself before he starts telling us what he told us yesterday. But another thing that also struck me was the campaign, the beginning of our initial campaign in Dubai. Remember that Dubai is the new frontier, I call it the new frontier, where business, leisure, and technology is converging. It is in that region. And that's where we began on March 30th. And we are resuming the campaign. And I believe this time is going to be a blitz that is going to be continuous until we launch to the entire globe. So that struck me. And I know that our founder is going to compound what we saw before. At least we saw the initial video that he played to us. It's different. It's just, I was just in awe when I saw that. And I know that is going to go all over the world pretty quickly. The whole world is going to see us. The whole world is going to know our name, each and every one of us, each and every founder. So that's number one. Number two, the website, link 67, it is. Amazing, the visualization. When you talk of artificial intelligence, one of the things that she does is visualization. She brings it to you. AI brings it to you. You can look at the website and the website is talking to you. It is soft. It is beautiful. Stuff like marshmallows, he calls it. You know, you can see everything that you're looking for. If you look at this website, that's what the website tells her story by herself. It tells you that it is sophisticated. It is not child's play. And guess what? Every iteration, meaning the next version, is better than the one before. This version that we have, it was better than the version last Thursday, sorry, on Monday, and the one on Monday, last Monday, was better than the one last Thursday. So as we go along, you can, it is clear. It speaks for itself. The website speaks, they speak for themselves. Each iteration is compounded, and they pop out more and more and more, soft like marshmallows, our founder says. So that struck me, the way the website is being put together, and you know, the compounding that we're seeing. It's very clear. But when Mr. Mufare, our founder, talked about the sprints, and he showed us the next sprint, especially for OConnect. You guys know that I'm very fascinated with our OConnect too. He showed us the sprint, the next sprint, and the tasks that are being done. You can tell immediately that he's compounding. He calls it grooming. He's grooming. He's just adding, fixing it, making it extraordinary. But here's one thing that also struck me. You know, myself and my fellow tech brothers here, Oliver, Collins, and Vincent, we are in the industry. So we use some of these products. Right now, on this machine that I speak to you, I have Cisco WebEx and Microsoft Teams. They are the two primary corporate webinars platform that we use. And in all honesty, fellow founders, and I know our founder, Mr. Mufare, is not too keen about comparing with other companies. So I crave his indulgence as I say this. You know, it behooves me to tell our founders what we have. You know, Cisco WebEx is a premier platform, video conference like OConnect. They have just released a new version. I started using it this week. When I saw it, fellow founders, I just wanted to hug Ash Mufare and our engineers in Hyderabad. What Mr. Mufara and our team, what they have done. You guys remember when Mr. Mufara showed us O-Connect like about a year and a half ago? That version, which he has compounded and compounded and compounded. What I see, that is even bigger and better than what Cisco has just released. I tell you guys that when ONPASSIVE launches to the world, especially this O-Connect, in the webinar space, in my God, I'm saying this from my God, we are going to clear more than 80% of that market share based on the 10 or 5% of what I know of our O-Connect and what I see. And my brothers here will testify. We are changing the landscape, the video conferencing landscape totally based on what we have currently in the market and what ONPASSIVE is bringing. I just wanted to highlight this, and I know our CEO is not keen on comparison, yes, but it behooves me, like I said, to let our founders know that what we have, what Ash Mufara is bringing in this space, in the video conference arena, there's no match. He says that we are above market value. No, we should find a new way to describe it. We are above market value. Because the version of O-Connect that we knew before is still above market value if we want to compare with what we have right now in the industry, in the marketplace. As I see it sitting from inside, and my friends here will testify. So I just wanted to highlight that, and then also piggyback on what Brother Connie just said. This is the moment for all of us now to engage, get engaged. Enjoy this journey. Let's have this experience, this growing together, because we will never have this experience again. Let us all plug in and leave the experience until we begin to see the apples. What does it take? This is our business. In the next few weeks, the world is going to shake. And I'm very, 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 very privileged to be one of the founders of ONPASSIVE. Back to you, Angeline.
Yeah, and the way you explain it, about how other products are compared to ours, I think you explained it in a very professional manner where we get just a feeling for what's coming, and that these products that exist don't hold a candle to our products. That's a basic thing, was what you're saying, right?
Yes.
They can't compare. And as a user of these other products, firsthand, people like me, lay people, we don't know. All we know is pretty much the thing we're using now for our webinar, but we don't know these other things. But I believe you that you've seen and you know what's coming.
Yes.
And the
Ash
little
Mufara has done, to me, he's a magician. That man is a magician. What he is about to unleash, it's going to take years and years for the other, whoever is going to try to do what he has done to catch up. They can't.
Well, I'm glad for that.
Yeah.
I don't want to catch up.
They can't.
Yeah. And plus, remember, we talked about AI being part of the foundation, right? Not patched, not added later on.
From scratch. Okay, talking about that, let me give you a quick example. I hope we're not taking too much time. Talking about this WebEx, okay? They have something called Cisco WebEx Translation Services. Their own version, they're trying to do what we have already, but what they have done is they are using a third-party product to do the translation, and it's not as we do it, as ONPASSIVE does it. It's just caption, screen, translation. But they are using a third-party product. They have integrated a third-party product to do that function. ONPASSIVE is building ours from scratch. Everything is proprietary, is ours. So you figured out.
So when they have to use a third-party product, there's always some challenges. I guess I go with that, right?
It is another company that has that does the translation. So they just buy that, they buy it over, and then they integrate it into their system to perform that function for them.
therefore ours is better because the integration is within our own.
It's our product, it's our proprietary product. We build everything from scratch. So we are doing the translation, so everything is being done from us in our system, within our system.
That's powerful. And
Yeah.
that's the case with everything we have. I think everything is in-house.
Everything ONPASSIVE is owned by ONPASSIVE. That's what I'm trying to say.
Right. Thank you for that explanation.
You're
A
welcome.
good one. Right. Let's go now on to Vincent.
Okay.
Come on down, Vincent Ete.
Yeah, thank you, Antolin. Okay. Hello, everyone. Hello to all leaders here, all the leaders in this webinar, and those who are watching us from YouTube. Hello to you all. Okay, before to start, I'll say I'm Vincent Ete. I'm calling from United Kingdom. I'm your friend. I'm here to help you. So before to start today topic, I would like to take this opportunity to say a special thanks to our CEO, Ashim Farah, and also the entire team in Hyderabad, because they have done a great job. So as everyone will listen to our CEO yesterday, so they did a great job. So they deserve a great thanks from everyone, and also from the bottom of my heart. So today we'll talk also about the ONPASSIVE product. I will talk especially about couple product because my brother Oliver Collins said something about already the introduction. Thank you, Collins, for this great involvement. Thanks also my brother Bob for that. So I know Oliver also will come. So thank you also to him. So today I'll talk especially about the product. So we know that ONPASSIVE is going to change the world, and also ONPASSIVE is going to change how we're going to change the world with our product. So the product, I know our CEO yesterday mentioned about a couple of our products. So what our products going to impact the world. So one of the products has the capacity, he said one of the products have the capacity to do that to the world. So only one of our products can make us lead the world. So this is what yesterday he said about that. And also it's true because we know most of the giant companies in the world, sometimes they have only one product or two products, but on ONPASSIVE, we have a lot of products. But like this, our CEO said, we're going to start with two products. We have two OML, which will be free, two free products. OML will be free. ONET also are free. They are both 100% free for life. So we're not going to pay for using those two, OML and ONET. So they are free for life. Then OTracker will be paid. So OTracker will be paid. It will not be free. We have OTrim. OTrim will be free. And then one of our pay product, main product will be OConnect, is one of the pay product, which is literally the main product that we're going to launch in the world. So OConnect. And then one also is a massive and very destructive features in that product. So I know that's why I make that product massive, more intelligent product, and very good, one of the best products actually. So we're going to launch very soon. Bless will be free, but will be couple issues, finance issues about the Bless as well, depending on the project you're going to use for Bless. So the best, we have also the best product in the world, in the market at the moment, using our artificial intelligence system. And then artificial intelligence will come with destructive features for those products. So this is making the product more intelligent, and then the product also will impact the whole world, because what we put in those products, no one have done it before, and no company have done something ONPASSIVE have done it before. So that will make us unique, and then the unique in the world according to the features and the technology, the performance, and then the security also are tied to those products. And then above all is powered by artificial intelligence system. So these are the great products that we should talk about that all the time. And then we have also a digital product. Some of our digital product will be charged, not all of them, but some of the product will be charged monthly charge. Some of them will be annual charge, and then some will be unique. So this is how the product will be when the product come to the market. That's how they will be doing. So could be monthly charge, annually charge, or maybe unique. So this is how the product will work. There are also new product will come in the back office. So our CEO say we should check our back office because there will be some new product, and then some product will be deployed in the next 6 to 7 months time. So we should also check our back office from time to time. It will be there. And then we'll have an event in Africa, event in Europe, event in Asia, and then in North and South America, including even the product version and also things that we never seen before. So this is going to happen for ONPASSIVE. So Antolin, thank you. I will leave it there.
Thank you. I like the fact that there's going to be stuff they don't even tell us about, and it's going to appear suddenly and say, they're going to say, okay, we have this product. And we're like, whoa, we didn't even know about that. That's exciting. All right, next we go to Oliver Fonte.
Yeah, thank you, Antolin. Thank you for the wonderful job you're doing with Marty DeGamo. And I want to thank everybody that is here today. I'm fired up. My body is burning with what I heard yesterday. And in fact, for the first time, I went to the next level of body being burning, happiness, joy, words cannot describe. I want to thank everybody. First, thank Collins, Vincent, Bob, that for the wonderful presentation. And I also want to thank our CEO and our techs guys in Hyderabad. They've done a wonderful job, and we need to give them and pray for them every day for the wisdom and the strength for them to continue to deliver, because they are going to make us to be what our future, our generation will enjoy for life. So we always have to put them in our prayers, and yesterday was the day, was that D-Day that ONPASSIVE story is going to be an unlimited story. ONPASSIVE story is going to be the unlimited story, because I was like almost shedding tears when the CEO was talking. Look at my life, a 9-to-5 guy, being a businessman. I will say it all the time, with a domain account, a domain name, and a website dynamic that will be running on daily basis and will be changing on daily basis, with digital products, a virtual mall, not any kind of product, disruptive products above market value. We should be proud of ourselves, and yesterday, with all what he said, I was like, financial freedom and freedom. You cannot beat that. That when I go to bed, I will not think that I have to get up 7 o'clock in the morning, freshen up, drive 35 miles downtown Baltimore and back, another 35 miles. All the stress, what IT, I know what those guys in Hyderabad, they are going through. My brother said they know. You plan previous, when you leave your desk, you make your plan and your schedule for the following day, you come back. No. That schedule, you cannot follow that schedule because one or two things, So I want to give the guys in Hyderabad, and when I saw that sprint chart, when the CEO showed us yesterday, I was like, good job, guys, good job. And ONPASSIVE is, like the CEO said, that it's not a traditional company. It's not a traditional company. It's a company that's built out of heart. Not only about the profit, not about the money, but about humanity. And he talked about minimizing crimes. That is true. That is true. I'm here in Baltimore, downtown Baltimore. I know those who are in Maryland knows about Baltimore. The people are scared to come here that Baltimore has crime rate. No, no. With what is going to come in, the excess money that's going to come in, we'll work with some organizations here in Baltimore, try and see how we can the youth go to schools, try to bring the youth, make them to have profession, pay for their profession, what they want to do, you know, we help them to bring them up, empower them. Empower them. That is what I think I'm going to do by minimizing crime. We are not going to allow kids to roam around the street. Try to educate them. Go also, we have missionaries for Africa that's going to help also kids, and not only kids, but everybody that they need healthcare, education for kids, clean water, electricity. We'll carry on those projects. And I do have my own personal NGO. That will be no more 9 to 5. That will be my primary job. We are also going to conquer poverty around the world. Remember that we are in 196 countries. 196 countries all over the world. Tell me how we are not going to conquer poverty. At least one founder will be able to impact somebody in any of those countries. One founder will be able to impact somebody. This is something that all the other tech companies, our CEO is a genius, with the structure that he put in place, with Obless also, we are going to conquer poverty. He talks about replicating, that we should replicate ourselves. And we will. In all those 196 countries, we will replicate. Not only replicate, we will do things. No more poverty, crime rate reduced, no more kids roaming around the street, doing nothing. In Africa, that the healthcare system is not that good. Schools, we will do something. And I'm also pleading to all the founders, like the CEO told us yesterday, that we should do something to help, to replicate ourselves. And when you replicate, make them, they should also replicate. We should put some mechanism in place. What I'm trying to do, to put some mechanism in place. Like Missionaries for Africa, what Chris Johnson also wants to do, to help. So I'm begging all the founders, please, we should do something. More education. Like the developing countries, for education, we have Academy. Academy is that product that the world is going to take the world, you know, the illiteracy rate is going to reduce in developing countries. People will not travel, visa issue, money, you stay where you are in your country, you have your education using Academy from elementary to PhD. We cannot beat that. We cannot beat that. So we see that in all sectors. Healthcare, hospitals, people are dying in developing countries because of dialysis machine. When I went to my country, I was in Douala, in my apartment. When I watched the TV, people who get dialysis twice, 3 times a week, they cannot even get it once a week because they say all the machines, both Douala and Yaoundé, were bad. I cried. I cried. Hospitals, they don't even have water. We will we will do something. ONPASSIVE-ian, I'm begging, down on my knees, we should replicate. We should do what our CEO wants us to do. I think the only thing that we can give him, the only thing that we can make him happy, money doesn't move him, but the only thing that we can make him happy and move him to touch lives. To touch lives. And I know we can do it. We, the ONPASSIVE-ian, we can do it. One account, if you have just one account, you can do it. We can do it. I can do it. All of us can do it. Please, I'm also begging, I'll always say this word, I always use it. Financial burden will not be anything for us, the ONPASSIVE-ian. It will be the past. We are counting the weeks, he said that yesterday. We are counting the weeks to go commercial. Please, I'm sorry to say that. We should help. The world needs us. The world needs us. So we should do something, make our CEO happy, and make the world happy. Anteline, thank you.
And Oliver, I think that Mr. Mufara has influenced us over the months and years that I think most of us, if not all of us, have a heart for humanity. Would you agree with me that maybe we didn't start off that way, but over time, he grew on us, basically. He grew on every one of us, and he's become part of us. So I know that's the case for me. So I'm much more of a giver today, I think, than when I first started. My heart is there to want to give because of Mr. Mufara. He's been a good role model to many of us. Yeah. So I do agree with you that we do need to help humanity, definitely. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right. Thanks to the OTech pros. Now we want to go on to Dan Street, our special guest tonight. You can take the floor. Good to have you, Dan Street.
I'm next, huh? Thanks. Well, great job, guys, and thank you, Lynn and Ron. Our prayers are out to you. I hope you feel better if you're listening tonight. Just take care of yourself and rest. We need you. Ash said this would be a September to remember, and after yesterday, all I can tell you is that I am full, and I know everybody here is probably full of anticipation, not only for the calendar of events over the next couple of months, but for the difference ONPASSIVE will make in all of our lives for years to come. So I'll highlight a few of the things that I thought impressed me most about what Ash had to say. And the first one was I really kind of liked the way he was blunt to those founders who have no presence and are not focused on their business. They will have no chance. I mean, he was very blunt. He said that. Now, I know we're not talking, that doesn't include anybody here, but there are some people that need to wake up or they're going to miss the most exciting part of this entire ride, and that would be a real shame. But number two, I think the fact that he confirmed to us that there's so much going on behind the scenes, and a lot of it he's not going to share with us at this time. It'll just appear. I think that was pretty cool. I like surprises, so I'm looking forward to that. And plus the fact that I think he thinks that he's got to keep a lot. I bet legal talk to him, and they say, hey, look, you got to keep a lot of this stuff under the table right now. I mean, the fact that we have completed products that we've never seen, and with any one of those products, it could change everybody's life. One of those products that we haven't even seen yet. So we talk about products a lot, and they are the most amazing products in the world, but there's products we haven't seen, and that's so exciting. The other thing, number three, is that he has a plan. He has a schedule. And some of it he revealed to us, and many important announcements are coming very, very soon. But the fact remains that he is committed and confirmed with us over and over again in that meeting the most important aspects of everything in this business that we need to know right now. And he has faith, you got to know, and everybody here knows that he has faith and trust in us. And we believe and have faith and trust and loyalty to him as well. And I think he really believes that with the majority of the people. So as we know, November is a huge month. Don't worry, Lynn, I won't talk about anything more about that. It's just a huge month. And exciting events and hard work are going to be nonstop between now and then. So very soon, the world will know ONPASSIVE in ways that we can't imagine. And I was thinking about, after that meeting, I was just thinking about how impressive this new refreshing ad campaign is going to be not only in Dubai, but everywhere it's going to occur in November and all over the world. It will be so professional. Think about the fact that we have a media department that we haven't even seen all of what they're capable of doing yet. And it is going to be so professional, and it will have such an impact that people are going to rush to the doors of ONPASSIVE, and they're going to check out the price. They're going to go, whoa, that is so cool. What is it? It's got to be really expensive. And what a surprise it'll be when they can see that they can get 4 or 5 products for free. Blow them away. And that we've got them. Once they come in, we've got them. And if that doesn't get you excited and motivated to stay focused, then nothing will. So I just say continue to enjoy this ride, because what we have is truly like nothing we've ever seen. And it's going to be so much fun sharing this blessing with so many people. And ONPASSIVE will be shared with everyone all over the world very soon, and I'm looking so forward to it. And I'm looking, Ash said something again in that meeting yesterday that kind of hit me, and he said, I look forward to becoming exhausted with the new inventions Ash has and ONPASSIVE has for every aspect of our life. He said, you are going to be exhausted with all the inventions we've got coming out. So that's all I have, Lynn. I'm just so excited, and I know everybody here is as well. And what a ride. And I look forward to hearing everybody else's thoughts on what they felt on the meeting. So that's all I have for now, Lynn.
That was good. And he kept reminding us that, remember that everybody that comes to ONPASSIVE has to come through one of us, the founders. And that's pretty special. And I also like the fact that multiple products are going to be coming, not just one a month, but multiple. I mean, that's just incredible. What company does that? So we are in it for the long haul, and we are going to be having I think an exciting and joyful journey. I know I'm enjoying the journey right now, but the future journey is going to even be better, don't you think? Oh my gosh. That's why we say the topic of the thing is rising to the new top. We're creating new tops constantly, and that's pretty exciting. Thank you, Dan. All right, we go now to Mike Ellis. We're glad to have Mike Ellis as our special guest. Come on down, Mike.
Yeah, no, thanks, Lynn. I appreciate that. This is really, really hard to do after the OTech pros talked and Dan talked, and then all of us heard Ash Mufareh yesterday, Thursday. And we have a very educated audience here. You all understand what Mr. Mufareh said. So, I mean, what can I add to that? In my mind, yesterday was the start of the best day you'll ever have financially. It started yesterday, and it's going to proceed forward. And Dan talked about kind of what's coming this month, next month. And really, Mr. Mufareh, he just reaffirmed everything that he told us 2 weeks ago and more. But everything he said 2 weeks ago, as I listened to him, is stuff that I had been thinking about for 2 weeks. Okay, what did he mean? How's it going to work? How's all this thing going to play out? And he came on and he said, listen, I'm going to be very blunt and very clear with you. And he was the way Ash Mufareh is. You still have to listen. And when I think about where we're at, we have a roadmap forward, and it's in stone. We know pretty much when the product launch to the global market is going to happen. Everybody here knows, even though our day might be a day here, a day here, we're pretty close to where we're actually going to go into the product launch to the global market. We know when the apples are going to come in, and this is really where my thoughts go to all of us, the individuals participating with ONPASSIVE, and starting to take care of that financial bottom line that we're all looking forward to taking care of. Now, Dan and the OTech pros, they went over so many things, and a lot of the things they talked about, they're a 2-hour webinar on their own. And I won't go there. There's not enough time to hit all of that stuff. But we know in September, toward the end of this month, there's going to be things coming at us, and you're just going to be spinning. You're absolutely going to be spinning. In November, a very, very special month for all the reasons you all already know. I don't need to talk about it. And Dan mentioned it very, very quickly, and I thought it was really a good topic that Ash brought up. And he talked about really it's attrition. And of the people that we know, of the people we've shared this with, of the people that we've brought into ONPASSIVE, it's really, really important to get this stuff in front of them. And I think when Ash started talking about attrition and those people that just would not win, it really is those individuals that have turned it off. They don't know what's going on. They really don't. They don't know what's going on. That's why they're going to lose. As we go into the product launch to the global market, as we come in, we take care of the packages as the apples start flowing. It's those individuals that just don't see what's happening. So moving forward, it's really, really important to just kind of nudge them a little bit and show them what's happening. And then obviously as September, October, November comes in, we're going to have tangible things we can put in front of them, testimonials, personal trust testimonials, that if they haven't engaged, they will. So when I think about the attrition that we're going to have in ONPASSIVE, I don't think it's going to be as large as some people might think. And Dan and I, Marty, we've talked about it before, and it's hard to put a number on it, but I know Mr. Mufareh, he sees everything. He sees the amount of people that are actually engaged, going into their back office, understand, even if it's a little bit of what's happening with ONPASSIVE. And then it's those individuals that are just clueless right now. They're participating with ONPASSIVE, but they're clueless. They don't know what's happening. That's kind of our job, to get the information out to them and just nudge them and wake them up a little bit. Really, really important that you do that, because really, when you look at ONPASSIVE and you look at the founding members of ONPASSIVE, those individuals participating with ONPASSIVE, we are the hidden gem of ONPASSIVE. We really are. And Ash talked about that Thursday also. He is so appreciative of what the founding members have done and the patience they've had to give him the time to do what he needed to do to make ONPASSIVE the behemoth that it is today. And it's our job to wake those individuals up that are in a slumber right now. And once they understand what's happening, believe me, they're going to come in. And I think 80, maybe more than that % of the individuals participating will come in, buy a package, become independent resellers, and participate with ONPASSIVE. And this whole journey right now, the whole journey we've taken up to this point, and everybody talks about the journey and how wonderful it was, and all that stuff. And it was absolutely wonderful. But this is the start of the journey. if you thought it was good coming to this point, as we move forward and everything starts to move in ways you can't even imagine, this journey, it's going to be a whirlwind. I mean, it is just going to turn everybody in circles in a very, very good way. And you're absolutely going to love it. And as we go into the product launch to the global market, as individuals that are participating with ONPASSIVE, there are so many things we can do with this gigantic army that ONPASSIVE and you all have created. And as we get closer to the product launch to the global market, there are going to be things that you're going to hear, you're going to see things that you're going to be able to do to benefit you. And that's what we want to do initially. We want you to benefit. We want those apples coming into your pocket. We want your tank filled. And I mean filled to the capacity. And when you listen to the OTech guys, when you listen to Dan, and when you listen to Marty, we all know the magnitude of ONPASSIVE. We know how much revenue is going to be coming in, and we'll talk more about that as we get closer to the launch. It's one of my favorite topics, the money, the numbers, and I know it is yours too. But there's so many things we're going to be able to do. This is not the end of the journey. This is just the very, very, very beginning. And there's so many things that you all are going to be able to do, very, very easy things that you're going to be able to do that we're going to share with you, that will get you to that place quicker, of that place of financial independence. And Marty, Dan, and I, we talk about this every day. It's not something that, let's talk about what we're going to do. No, we've been talking about what we're going to do for the last 6 or 8 months. What can we do with ONPASSIVE? What can we do with the tools of ONPASSIVE? What can we do with what Mr. Mufareh has given us? And what we can do as a group of 1.4 million individuals, probably closer to 1 million individuals, because people have multiple accounts, what we can do as a group, and this is above and beyond what ONPASSIVE is going to do for all of us. We can explode this thing, and because of the way ONPASSIVE is structured, it benefits everybody in ONPASSIVE. So, yeah, the journey's been terrific, but it's just starting. It's going to get so much better as we move forward. And Lynn said it earlier, guys, you don't know half of the stuff that's coming, and everything that's coming is better than anything we've seen. And we've seen some terrific things. So thanks for inviting me tonight, Lynn. We're in a really, really good place. It's just hard to go right after Ash talk because everybody, they heard it. And if you're not excited about ONPASSIVE, and if this isn't one of the best days you've ever had moving forward and seeing that those financial burdens are going to be taken care of, you might be slumbering a little bit, and we'll nudge you a little bit. Wake up. It's here. It's here. We have that roadmap of what's going to be happening in the next 2 months, not 2 years, 2 months. And believe me, everybody here is going to be extremely excited about ONPASSIVE, and it's only going to get better after that. So that's it, Lynn. Just, it's really hard to follow Ash and the tech team and Dan, but that's just a little barrage of what's going through my head. Like most of you, it's always turning, and you're always wondering, wow, if it's this good, how much better could it get? It can get a lot better. Go ahead, Lynn.
And I like the fact that we know less than 1% of what's coming. And with that little that we do know, we're blown away, aren't we? Just the fraction that we know about. So can you imagine when we start finding out the rest, we're going to be wildly ecstatic, I think.
Marty says that all the time. We only know about 1% of what's happening in ONPASSIVE. And he's probably right. We only know 1% of what's happening about ONPASSIVE. But if ONPASSIVE can keep up with my imagination, I know a lot more about what's coming in ONPASSIVE, and I know they're going to exceed that. So yeah, we're just in a great place.
And as Marty says, what I say rather is that we ain't seen nothing yet. So we're gonna now segue to Marty, because I know Marty will follow what you had to say. I mean, he's raring to go if I know Marty. So come on down, Marty.
All righty. Great job, guys. Mike, this time you went before me, so.
Yeah, I mean, how do you come in after all this, Marty?
I don't
It's
know.
almost impossible.
Yeah, I know. I had stuff to say, and then another person came up, and I went, okay, I'll say this. And somebody else came up, and I went, well, now I'm just going to build a birdhouse. No,
he'll figure out something to say. Yeah, he'll figure out something to say.
Yeah. All the years online, for me, it's my 18th year. I've worked with Mike and Dan for about 10, 11 years, which I can't believe it. We've been in many, many businesses. We've done many, many things. And yesterday was the meeting I've been waiting for 18 years. And when he started talking, I knew by his eyes and the way he was leaning forward, I thought, this is going to be huge. And I think what blew people away, I know in the beginning we heard, all the products will be back there, we're going to play with them, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. And as it decided with the tech team, let's build them. And then when we show them, they'll be ready. And I think it's a better thing to do. I think a big problem with people in ONPASSIVE and founders, I'm not putting any certain people down, but they had a hard time keeping the founder hat on and not replacing it with a customer hat. This isn't ready. This doesn't work. This doesn't. Of course it doesn't. Who's talking? Are you a customer or are you a founder? It's not working because we're in beta testing. Anyway, I had a feeling they were doing a lot more behind the scenes. We talked about it, me, Mike, and Dan, and I have with some other people, private talks. I just thought there's a lot more going on back there than we think. And he said it yesterday that there was, and it was on purpose. It was on purpose. He also found out that we got some bad eggs that put a twist on everything and add what they want and say what they want. And because everybody has a conception of what they're used to, so they always judge it. They judge ONPASSIVE of where they've been. There's no company like ONPASSIVE. Zero. So first thing we do is judge it by who? You can't. You can, but you're going to be wrong. But yeah, yesterday's meeting, we were told personally that we're going to be marketing. Marketing is going to be done for us in the biggest areas possible. For us. The places that we'll be marketing so far, branding and marketing, we couldn't do that. You can't even walk up and talk to these people. But yet, my link, your link, is going to be rotating in all of these venues that we would never have a chance. Never. And I thought, man, I wish people knew. I really want to grab people sometimes and go, man, do you see what we have? Now, I notice more and more people are starting to see it. You have a handful that just can't wrap their head around it, and that's okay, because it's coming whether you like it or not.
It's girl stuff, bro.
This bulldozer's on its way, and you can ride in it or get run over by it, but it's coming. And we know by what Ash said, somewhere in November, we better have something to sell, because we're going to be advertising for that product. That's a big deal. You have to be Einstein to figure this out. As he said everything point blank, boom, 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 boom. If you put it together, this bad boy is about ready to go. He built the track. He's got the fastest car, the biggest horsepower, biggest blower unit, the best drivers, and that checkered flag's about to go off. And we own the car. So, second place, who cares? I know he doesn't like to compare to anybody. He doesn't have to. There's no one to compare it to. We know that. We've seen all this stuff. We've seen Zoom. We're using it now. Yesterday, there was like 17, 18,000 people on the Zoom, and it was getting shaky. People start getting kicked off. They have to come back on. You have to let them back in the panel. It's a nightmare. But that's okay. We assume we're going to let that go. And like Mike and myself, and I've talked to a few people here, you don't have to do anything at all. Stay plugged in, don't do anything, that's fine. But keep in mind, 168 hours a week, me, you, the President of the United States, kings and queens. If you can speed up that process by sharing something you love, because let me tell you the difference between sharing on passive and sharing any other business in the world. Your heart isn't behind those. You know why? Because you're not sure if it's even going to be there tomorrow. You know on passive is going to be there. And you know if you share with somebody, they're going to win. Big difference. So we'll be sharing. And we're going to be sucking people out of everywhere we can think of. Under carpets, behind doors, in closets. We're going to get them into passive as quickly as we can. 6 months, as many as we can. Because I think it helps everyone, like Mike said, because of the structure of ONPASSIVE. If I help me, I help Mike, I help you, and I help people on our team. If Mike does something, he helps me, he helps you. It's a beautiful system. We never had that. Never, never, never had that. And you guys don't know maybe because you didn't market, but you are the best marketer in the world. Go look in the mirror. You're marketing the biggest venues in the world. You have the best products in the world. It's AI. It's the best quality behind the best CEO that ever walked the planet, who doesn't care about money. He's not even motivated by money. He's motivated by how much money he can give you. And yesterday, the word came out. Me, myself, Mike, and Dan, the you tech guys, we talked about this. He mentioned the word 50%. Now, you don't know what that means, but I do. And if you trust me, go get the hankies. There'll be tears in your eyes very soon, some of you, because it'll hit some of you quicker than others. It's the way it is. But 50% return, unheard of. One company in my whole life I heard that did it. One. And it wasn't a multi-unicorn company or many unicorn companies. And like you said, it's dynamic. What you got? There'll be people that pay once a year. There'll be people that pay one time. There'll be people that pay once a month. This is beautiful. And you know what he did? He lit a flame. Every company lights a flame. It hits its maximum heat and slowly dwindles down, and then it just simmers for 4 or 5 years. As lit a flame, it's going to get bigger and bigger every month that goes by. Why? Because that crazy scientist developed it and built it that way. Because as soon as you think it's safe to go back in the water, here comes another product that's going to blow people away. Every month, month after month after month. Who's done that? Raise your hand and tell me somebody. No one. No one. You're always talking now. The products that we know about, they're done. He's putting bells and whistles on, but they're done. And we talked about it. I think they're farther on than we think. Yeah, I guess so. But as soon as you think you're going to start slowing down, here comes another product. And that's never going to stop. Never. And we're part of all of that. And keep that in mind. And if you have somebody in your team that's not quite with it, go over and smack them around a little bit. Do something. Because they need to know. They need to know. This is, when I left that meeting yesterday, I went, oh my gosh, what the freak did I just hear? And I had no idea. See, you never know when Asher's going to do that. Never. He didn't make a big deal out of comment. He did nothing. I had a feeling something big was going to happen, but you don't know. And he comes and says that everything we need to know, we heard yesterday. And he gave me the answers to all the questions. You just got to plug them together. We're going to sell products, and we better be ready by November, blank, blank, blank. Stop brain surgery. He told us what's up. And then every month after that, more and more products. And all we got to do is sit back and let it happen. Maybe invite people to free products. Come on. Anyway, that's all I have.
Yeah. Hey, Lynn,
Yes, please go ahead, Mike.
can I add something just very, very quickly? It's something that, Ash he talked about a lot of things yesterday, but he also talked about the sites that he's building for all of us. And I think people missed how important those sites are. And I want to give an example. I think today we have a couple of 100 million sites on the internet right now. I think over the course of 2 or 3 or 4 months, it's possible ONPASSIVE could have 1 trillion sites online. And Ash did throw that number out there the other day, Thursday. And what people don't get when Ash says that, it's so powerful, because let's say a car dealership or a manufacturer, and you can pick the brand, it doesn't matter what the brand is, and they say, we'd like to do some advertising with you, and our demographic is from 24 to 38, and we're looking for men who want to buy a truck. And ONPASSIVE is going to come back to them and say, well, yeah, we have that in our demographics and in the people we can contact. We've got about 1 trillion sites out there right now. And in that demographic, there are 300 billion sites that we can advertise with you. And the manufacturer is going to go, well, let's try it. Let's put it out there. And every time their ad goes on our sites, and these are all of our sites, and we click a little button, yeah, it's okay to put an advertisement up there. And this advertiser comes in, and these are big dogs. They're not afraid to spend money, and they spend a ton of it. And we put it on 100 billion pages, sites. And because our traffic is so good, because it's targeted, because we know our audience, their sales go through the roof nationwide, let's say in the United States. Well, they're going to come back and go, that worked really, really well. We're really impressed. We want to do it for the next 6 months. That's one company on 100, 200 billion sites. And we're making money each time someone comes and looks at that ads. Could be pay for watch, pay for click, could be any number of different things. But that ad goes up. One company have great success because of the targeted traffic of ONPASSIVE. What do you think is going to happen? This is going to give you an idea of the sheer volume that's going to be coming into ONPASSIVE. We know that this year the amount of ads that were sold is, I think it's $560 billion worth of ads. We know by 2026 it's going to be $750 billion. That's one market, that's one product that many, many niches will use to run targeted ads through our 1 trillion sites that we have out there. That's when Ash says we will be the 100. That's why. That's why the sites that Ash is making for all of us is such a big deal, so important. And I know over the last 6 months, we have well over 200 million easily. And getting from there to 1 trillion sites out on the internet and having all of these people come in and do the ads with ONPASSIVE, that's one product, massive niche. How much of that are we going to take? I think we're going to take a bunch of it, guys. I think we're going to take a bunch of it. So I just wanted to add that. I was listening to Marty and I thought about the pages and the sites that he's building, what's going to be happening. It's only one little product, one little poo-poo product that will make every one of us not even worry about apples. That's it, Lynn. I probably went too long with that.
That's okay. I want to add one thing because Mike makes me say something real quick.
I knew you were going to want to come in. I knew it.
Listen to this. Every company we've ever been in, including you guys, all of you have done something. They usually give you one ugly replicated website and they look the same. Mine looks the same as Mike's. Everybody's looks the same. In every business that we were in, we never used the company website. Not once. Because I knew everybody has that website. And within a couple of weeks, it's saturated. They're not looking at a website for MartyDeGarmo.com. They're looking at that website for the company. And they don't want to see it. They've seen it. This one, everybody using a different one all over the world, all different times. Oh my God, that's really a big deal. And on top of that, you could take some of that content, make a short video, go to OCreate, make your own video, slap a domain name on it, and have them send traffic to it. Personal with your video, 2 minutes long. There's so much to do in ONPASSIVE, it'll blow you away. But when you have all those pages out there, and think about this, what Mike said. Chevy truck comes in and says, I want to sell our pickup trucks. Okay, when? Boom. How much do you want? How much ad time do you want? Oh, I want 10 million people. Okay. Thank you. We're done. I mean, as soon as they put the ad on a web page, remember this is coding. Ask the tech guys. They put that code on a page. It goes on every page instantly. They don't go to each page. They put one code. Boom. Chevy truck. Blah 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 blah. 2022. Bam. People are looking at Chevy trucks now before they get off the phone. Before they get off the phone, they're looking at the ad. That's one ad. It's one ad. And the reason we're being the 100 is when we have 1 billion people on our site, where's the consumers at? They're in a place called ONPASSIVE. We all buy stuff. We're all consumers. Very smart the way he did it. Very smart. Build it and they will come, and he did. And what we saw yesterday is just a stamp saying, we're there. We're there. He even said, I don't think about the digital products that much. That's done. Yeah, they bring it up every couple of weeks, and he adds this and this because he's asked me for it. But he told me 2 Ds. Do it or die for him. And he told the tech team, you have 2 Ds too. Do it or depart. Sounds harsh, but he's got the best of the best. Whoever's working there, they are the best of the best. And I want to shout out to them. You guys did an amazing job in a very short amount of time. I never thought it could be done. And anybody in the tech world, the most amazing thing to them, when I first talked to even these guys, it was how fast they are where they are. That was the most amazing part of it. So, and all the AI saves time, it saves money, and it's more efficient. It doesn't sweat, it doesn't cry, it doesn't get nervous. It just runs and gets smarter and smarter every day. And the smarter it gets, the more apples you get. So that's all I got. I'll try not to cut back in again.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Cut in anytime. Tony, did you want to chime in on that? We have Tony Monk, his marketing background. I think he'd want to come in. Let's bring him in.
Oh, hello, Lynn. Hello, everyone. Nice to see everybody here. Yeah, hi. I wanted to say, Bob Takusi, I love your shirt. Okay, I wanted to make sure I got that out of the way. Anyway, lots of great speakers here tonight, lots of inspiration. You know, the corporate webinar that Ash was on the other night, if that was the last webinar, I think we would all be happy because of the stuff that he actually, I mean, he told us everything we need to know. There's really nothing else to know, really. He pretty much told us everything we need to know. Plus the 50% that the guys were talking about here. You know what he's saying when he says that 50% goes to the founders and the resellers? You know what he's actually saying? He's saying that you are my partner. You're half my partner. You tell me what company does that. And what did we do to deserve that? Seriously. Right? When you think about it, you know, I think to myself, you know, when Lynn calls me or anybody calls me to speak, I think, what am I going to say that's going to be of benefit to the people that I'm speaking to? And the only thing I can think of is talk about stuff that I've done in the past. You know, all the stuff that we've done in the past, and a lot of us have done a lot of things, right, on the internet. I believe that there's a reason for everything. And I believe everything that we've done and all the scams that we've been a part of, or victims of, I should say, have led us up to this point, to where we are right now. We are in a beautiful position. You know, I remember years ago, a lot of these gurus that were very good at what they did. You know why they were good? Because they could play on your emotions. They were good at playing on your emotions. They told you the saddest sob story, and a lot of people resonated with it. Oh my God, I'm going to buy the product because, you know, this person I resonate with this person. You know what I mean? Those days are gone. Those days of trying to trick people and using Psych 101 to try to get into people's emotions and stuff, it's all gone. That's all gone now. Now we have genuine authenticity. And that's what we have here in ONPASSIVE. And we have a CEO who's the beacon to the this authenticity that I'm talking about, this genuine authenticity, right? So we should all be extremely proud with what we have. Yes, it is our responsibility to let the rest of them know, the people that are sleeping right now, the founders that are sleeping right, it's time to wake them up. It's time to wake them up, because it's happening right now. Things are happening right now, and we need to wake them up. They need to wake up. And once they wake up, if we give them just that little spark, just a little spark of what's going on, I can guarantee you they're going to be inspired and they're going to become as engaged as we are. Anyways, I don't have a lot to say, Lynn. You know me, I'm a man of a few words. Thank you so much for all, great to hear all the speakers tonight. I've enjoyed it. And back to you, Lynn. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tony. That was great. We appreciate your contribution. All right. Guess what time it is now? It is time to hear from all of you. You've listened, you've heard from the OTech pros, from Marty DeGarmo, Mike Ellis, and Dan Street. And now I'm sure you've been processing the information that you've heard all this time. Are you ready to express yourselves? I think you are. And we're going to begin with Richard Lamott. Hello, Richard Lamott. Oh, wait, I got to unmute you. Sorry, dear. Okay, you can unmute. Sorry.
I love all you beautiful men, women, and children of the world from the bottom of my heart. My. When I listened to Ash yesterday, after that webinar, I just lied down and cried. I didn't cry of sadness. I cried of joy. And man, did I get a kick out of his son saying, well, why don't we put an office up on the moon? Now that really, really, really impressed me. Yeah, I've been talking since the beginning about, we're born with this God-given heart full of love, and we never have the apples. We lack of these apples to be able to do what our heart says to do. It's unfortunate, but here Ash and his family have been helping people, and they decided, well, hey, let's do it worldwide. And yesterday, he sure told us it is going to be worldwide. We're going to see it in the sky. Now, he didn't mean the tallest building in the world. He says in the sky. People are going to see us in the sky. Now, how can you not be impressed when someone tells you, every last one of you are going to be known. People are going to be chasing you. I mean, never in my life I ever thought that my dream since I've been a kid, because I've always been a people lover. I was born and raised in the business. My dad was a people lover, and I was a people lover. But I didn't have the chance, to share. I tried the best I could to share that love all over. But now we'll be able to actually do it. Society has gotten where a mother can't even take care of her kids anymore. She has to work. The father has to work. The mother has to work. Because that's the only way they can pay their bills. But what Ash told us yesterday is that all these single moms that are wondering, well, when is the next quart of milk going to come in for my kids? Well, should I buy the quart of milk or should I go and get the medicine for the kids? This is happening all over the world. And on passive, the way that Ash was talking yesterday, is going to heal this. Not everybody's going to go for it, because there's always going to be those that will stay negative, no matter what you say, no matter what you do. But I will tell you one thing. I am going to see those kids dancing. I am going to see all that food and drink, because I know some of us, we're going to get farmland. We're going to put in those mini homes. We're going to bring in the vets in there. We're going to bring the homeless and make them a family. They will own the land. They will own the homes. They will work the grounds. You know, they'll become, finally again, they will have pride in themselves. Because when they were born, they had that love. Now they're on the street, that love is still there. I've worked with homeless people down in Alabama, and I'll tell you something. I haven't been in Alabama since April, and they're asking, where is he? Where is he? Where is he? And I'm talking about being told these people are dangerous. The ones that I'm talking about. They fell in love with me. Why? They felt my heart, just like I felt Ash Mufarah's heart in 2018 when I was the first time on the phone with him. I felt his heart, and I still feel it today. And we couldn't be in a better place. The excitement of Oliver, I got a kick out of that. And Marty, and Mike, you guys, you've been in it for years and years and years and years. And what's happening now, you're probably banging your heads on the walls. Is this possible? It is happening, but are you still scratching your head? But I'll leave you all with this, with a big kiss and a big hug to all of you. But man, am I excited.
Thanks, Richard. Yeah, it's the moment we've been waiting for, Richard. And sure is pure joy, isn't it? Something we've been all waiting for. Thank you. All right. We've got Phil Torres next. Let me unmute you. Go ahead.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm Susan.
Phil and Susan.
Hi.
All right.
I just wanted to say, I went in the back office and I wrote like a thank you letter to Ash and his family and to all the people involved with on Passive. But I wanted to bring up one point that we were thinking about. Ash's do or die, not do and die. That was funny. And most importantly, we're the correction to the corruption. And I was reminded of the words of the late U.S. Senator John Lewis about speak up, speak out, get in the way, get in good trouble, necessary trouble, and help redeem the soul of America. And I was thinking, thank you, Ash, for including all of us, because we're going to help redeem the soul of the whole world. And this disruption sounds like a negative thing, but this is good trouble we're making. And I'm so thankful to be involved with this. And the people behind me, there's other people who are in and they're not active and they do have reasons, but I'm not going to let them fall behind. I'm going to make sure that they get in when they need to get in and whatever I can do to help them, because helping them is helping me, is helping you, and it's helping Ash. And our promise to Ash Mufarah and the way of thanking him is making good trouble in the world. So I thank you very much. I just wanted to say that.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was just beautiful. Awesome. All righty. I'm looking for hands. All right, Bruce Gerstein.
I could not stay silent.
Very good.
I want to thank you, Lynn, for putting this on and pray for Ron as he gets well. I want to thank all of the tech guys in HyperZad because they are the miracle that helps us happen. And thank you so much for, I call ONPASSIVE the never-ending story of compassion and love. And when you look at the people in HyperZad and you see the joy when they speak with Ash or when they speak with us, you can see the compassion and love they have. And that emanates through all of us, no matter how it happens. This is this is where artificial intelligence, probably most people think of artificial intelligence and they think about Terminator. And they get worried that the evil artificial intelligence takes over the world. But this is artificial intelligence laced with love. And when it's laced with love, it has a whole nother purpose. One thing I said, and I don't know if anybody gets this, he said to us, we are going to end poverty. And when he said that, he was so assured of the fact that this was clear. And he's very sure of everything that he says. And you can see in his eyes, you can see that little boy coming out who just wants to play and lets it be bigger and bigger and bigger. I want to thank Michael and Dan because they have a very great clarity when it comes to the business of ONPASSIVE too. And Michael always talks about the money. And you know what? There's the old story in, I forget the name of the show, because money makes the world go round. And the money that we have is a vehicle that helps us all help humanity. So in that sense, I always knew that God says, take your faith and guide yourself in my word, and you will flourish. And it's always been a big emphasis on flourishing and prospering in the way that we all know we can prosper. So understand when I say that, God made money, God made everything, and it's very spiritual. So I look at all of this and I know that God is my brother, he's my friend, you're all my brothers, my sisters, my family, my friends, and I'm blessed to be here, and we're blessed to be here together. And we will, without a doubt, change the world to be a much better place than it's been. So thank you all for being here. I don't want to talk too much because I'm sure there's a lot of people who are so excited now about what we have. So we should all just let everybody speak their heart. Thanks.
Thanks, Bruce. Thanks for your inspiring words. Hi, Joyce. How are you today, Joyce?
I'm great. How are you, Lynn?
Great, thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you for letting me speak, and hello to everyone. Thank you, all the speakers that went before us. Like, I am just so I'm overjoyed and I'm so excited. Ash just blew us away as he normally does all the time. And like everyone has said, this time it was just way over the top and can hardly find words to express gratitude and thanks. But I just want to say thank you to Ash Mufara and to the team Hyderabad and just to everyone that has made a difference. Wow. When I first came to this business, I had a totally different mindset, but because of Ash Mufara and ONPASSIVE and all of you, my life and my mind has changed so dramatically. And I'm just so grateful, eternally grateful that God brought this business into our lives. And Ash was so generous to share it with us. And he didn't have to do this, but he did it. And I'm just forever changed and forever grateful. Thank you to everyone, all of you guys. Because of you guys and everyone here, my life has changed. Everything has changed for me, and my mindset is totally different. When I first came in, I said, it was about money and chasing things and dangling carrots, but ONPASSIVE has changed everything. It's totally a different beast, and it's just something that I've never seen before. Like Marty said, I've been waiting for this all my life. I've done a lot of things and seen a lot of things, but this is just has blown me totally away. And there's a scripture in the Bible that talks about your latter shall be greater than the past. I've seen a lot of things, I've done a lot of things, as many of you have. Had good times, bad times, but let me tell you guys this: the best is yet to come. The best is yet to come. And your latter years, and they may have had ups and downs, but when it talks about the later things shall be better than the past, believe me, it's going to change, and we're just going higher to the top. Again, thank you, Lynn. Thank you, Ash. Thank you, Team Hyderabad. Thank you, Marty, Mike, Dan, the tech team, Ron, everyone. I can't even begin to name people, so I won't even start. Julie, Chris, Peter, just everyone, all the leaders, everyone. And ONPASSIVE, all of you here, just met so many friends, so many wonderful people that I just can't wait to meet in person. And we'll just have a great time together. We'll love on each other, hug on each other. But thank you again. Love you guys, and have a blessed and wonderful night.
Thanks, Joyce. I always enjoy hearing from you. You speak from the heart. Hi, William Delorme, Mr. Marshmallow Man. How are you? Come and talk to us, William.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Oh, that's very good.
Yes.
Go
ahead.
Oh, just a second here.
All right.
I turn on my camera.
Oh, okay.
There we are.
Hi.
Okay, I want to mention I saw the webinar. I listened very attentively to what people are saying. So I have it's been giving me a lot of visions, like what Marty says. Your ideas will become available. Think bigger of what Ash was saying. So right now I'm thinking about what Chris said, breathable income. So when that's available for me, because my income is only pension, and I need to breathe a little bit more so I am improving in everything. But when that happens, there's going to be a lot more things. I'm going to unbuckle here, get up and walk around the block, dance at the church in the choir, and things of that. And I already have my sponsor wanting me to go to Georgia. So that would be really nice for me in the winter time. And we're going to talk ONPASSIVE a lot. Maybe even I'm not going to say maybe, we'll go visit Dr. Bill, because he's only about 60 miles away. It's a short drive. So that'll be fun. And there's a lot of things I like to do, my visions, my dreams. I don't talk about them because I'm a sort of the kind of person that the idea would be good and somebody else would take it on me. So I don't think I go into my dreams. I just want to become the leader that I think I am, or what ONPASSIVE says, you are a leader when you are in ONPASSIVE. So there's a lot of things here, especially with becoming a Mother Teresa's, a million Mother Teresa's. The things are unlimited here, so we can only do one thing at a time. So I'm thinking what Mike Ellis is saying about fixing your underlying issue, and that's what I'm going to do. So first, you have to eliminate your underlying issues, and then you can move on. But the things are endless here, and the way it's moving, it's very fast. So
Yes, we are moving fast indeed. Thank you, William. We're going to kind of be mindful of the time right now. Thanks, William, for your contribution. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hands raised, and it's now 9:45. So I think if we can keep it to maybe a couple minutes per person, we'll be in good shape. If we can do that, be mindful of the time and speak for maybe 1 or 2 minutes. So now we're going to go on. Thank you, William.
thank you, Lynn, and say hello to John for me. And John, can you say hello to Dane for me in Australia?
All right. I'm sure he can.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, William. Okay, we go now to Teng Menor from the Philippines and the United States. Welcome, Teng.
Thank you, Lynn, for giving me the opportunity to thank everybody in this ONPASSIVE leadership. I'm tired of searching way to regain my financial and time freedom. I finally found a company to make lives more meaningful with more blessings to share. I am grateful to our CEOs and to all the leaders who volunteered their own hours to work and help us founders tirelessly. It took me only several seconds to register with ONPASSIVE. I started a Tagalog webinar in March. Marty, Charles, and Michael Ellis were very instrumental in my pursuit with ONPASSIVE. ONPASSIVE is legit and has viable products. We have value and has products other companies cannot catch up with. The hope of changing lives and lives of others means a lot to me. My team in the Philippines get the message and we started moving on. It's time to empower the Filipino women that we are all equal, that we can work together for a common cause. Time to change the mindset that we all can work together to empower the forgotten and the less fortunate. Thank you. I'm so proud to be a part of ONPASSIVE. Thank you all.
Thanks, Teng Menor. Appreciate you. There's going to be a lot of good change happening in the Philippines, that's for sure. Next, we go on to Momodu Jalo. Looks like Momodu's not working today. Wow. Not working, are you?
Oh my goodness. If I don't work out, I'll commit a crime.
Yeah, I was wrong. Okay, you're working.
Good evening, Miss Lane and everybody, and good evening to my fellow beloved ONPASSIVians. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to say something. Since I became a founder almost 2 years ago of this great opportunity, and I heard Mr. Ash speak or spoke, you know. And until yesterday, he kept repeating the same thing when I first heard him about helping humanity and trying to do what God really wants us to do as human beings. You know, the two books I read, which are the Quran and the Bible, he taught me that God created us to serve him and worship him. You know, you serve him by helping your fellow human being, and then you worship him by praying. You know, but in this world, how can you do that when anything or everything that you want to do, you have to incur debt, and which brings burden to your life? So if Mr. Ash is trying to take us away from that so that we'll be able to worship and serve our God, I have nothing to say, but I always pray for him and thank him, his family, and our beloved tech team that are doing whatever they can to make sure Mr. Ash's dream become true. And I know since I've become a founder, I've been trying my best, helping my fellow human beings. And I know through Mr. Ash and God's power, I'll be able to do more. And I'll be able to have time freedom for myself, for my family, and for everybody in the world. Because that's what God wants us to do. Instead of having to think about every day you sleep, you wake, everything, every amenities you want to enjoy in this world, you have to incur debt. And now he's trying to take us away from there so we'll be able to worship our God. I can't thank him enough. And thank you all my leaders and my fellow ONPASSIVE for being there with him. God bless you all. Thank you.
God bless you, Momodu. There's nobody that works harder and longer hours than you. That much we know. You deserve a break, a permanent break from your jobs. Okay, and that's going to be happening soon. Well, I'll have true freedom very soon. Thank you.
Oh, yes.
Thanks for being here.
Very, very soon. Thank you very much, Miss Lee. God bless you.
God bless you. Next, we go on to Laurie Lung. Good to have you here, Laurie.
Hi, everyone. Oh, gosh, I'm just so blessed. Every day I'm here with you guys. You know, I'm ecstatic about what's going on. And I knew that, you know, this day would be getting closer and closer. And anyways, I want to thank Ash and the tech team and Lynn and everyone and Marty and Chris and I just can't wait. Our future is so bright. And I mean, I'm not technical and I still have to work on my YouTube channel. I have to find someone to help me a little more, but I'm proud to be here. And my grandchildren, you know, those are the future founders of ONPASSIVE, and I want to train them right as to what they need to do in their future. As you know, they already know about everything. So, but I thank you all, and I just enjoy every day with you. And we have many more to enjoy. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. And just think about it, Laurie. We'll have all the time we want to spend with our grandkids. No need to worry about work.
I can't wait.
Like you work. So just think you have all that time, precious time with the people that matter most to you. So it's coming.
Yes.
It's coming. Thanks, Laurie.
I work too hard for.
Yeah, I know. You
All
deserve
right.
you deserve a rest.
Yes.
Thank you, Laurie.
Thank you, guys.
Mm-hmm. Right now we go to Pastor Antoinette Hayes of the United States. Come talk to us, Pastor. Just click the unmute button.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Welcome, Lynn. Bless you. Bless you, Marty. Thank you. Bless you, Mike. Bless you, Dan. Bless you, the OTech team. I don't come on, I be on, but I don't come on to speak much. But because I've been busy, I've been working hard, taking care of Team BAM, making sure that everyone is staying engaged. Everyone is checking their back office. And because of that, I promise you all that we are ready. And I want to just leave an encouraging word to you all. And I want to bless and thank Mr. Ash Mafara. And God gave me a word in regards to who he is. And he told me ASH. Me and my husband ministry is in acronyms. We wrote a book, 8-volume book. It's from Genesis to Revelation, dealing with acronyms, breaking down the word of God through acronyms. So that's my ministry. But the acronyms he gave me from Mr. Ash was, he told me that he's on assignment to save humanity, ASH, because of his big heart and because of the vision of ONPASSIVE that he gave him. He said he gave him that vision so that he can help give to others. And what is that give? GIVE for us. Giving is victory, ending our poverty. When God ends our poverty for us, it's enough for us to be able to go forward and help and give to others. He said, because when we move forward and give our time to others, then we can sit back and become Gucci blessed. So I come to tell you all, I am and on passive air, and we are Gucci blessed. What is Gucci blessed? Is a guarantee. This is what ONPASSIVE promised us. A guarantee is, it guarantees us a cash commission of residual income. Why? Because we are believers in ONPASSIVE, loving each other by sowing seed and into the lives of others. So it's going to ensure us a double harvest. So all I can say is get ready for the harvest, get ready for the overflow. This is the season of the harvest time. So I don't know about you all, it is ripening for picking. So get up, get ready to do something. Every founder, I know they say we can be passive, but it's time for us to give back. And God blessed me with a give back program for us to be able to help customers and resellers to those who are less fortunate. And I'll share that later. But I just want you all to know that I am Pastor Antoinette Hayes, AKA Pastor Tony. I am your friend, and we are Gucci blessed. God bless you all.
Thank you, Pastor. That was very uplifting and positive, which we all need in our lives. Thank you so much. Now we go on to Dr. Benny. I got to unmute you. Welcome, Dr. Benny.
Thank you, Auntie Lynn. I want to greet each and everyone. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. To my brothers and sisters on this amazing webinar in different parts of the globe. Auntie Lynn, thank you for giving me this opportunity to voice out my opinion based upon what transpired yesterday. But first, I want us to really pray for Brother Ron, for him to get well. Brother Ron, our God is with you. He will guide and protect you wherever you are. And we hope to see you next week. Now, I want to take this special moment to thank our God, our Father in heaven, because he sent somebody to us. And this person said, either I do or I die. This man, I love him so much as my brother, our CEO. do you guys know that? I mean, I've never seen someone like him in my life. When I go to work, I can't even talk to the big bosses. He is someone that inspires each and everyone. I want to also thank our tech brothers and sisters in Hyderabad. If it wasn't for them developing all these products, we will not be here today. I want to thank all the Tech Pro guys for everything that you guys have been doing. Brother Mike Ellis, Brother Dan, Brother Marty DeGamo. Actually, I want to thank each and everyone. We are all founders, right? Thank you so much. Now, ONPASSIVE was introduced March the 30th of 2022. A lot of people did not know about this company. I was bragging. I'm happy. But yesterday, I cried because of what I heard. Do you all know that my school loan will be paid? Yes. Those who are owing school fees, your school loan will be paid. All our children all over the globe, those who are suffering, those who don't have water to drink, they don't even have shoe to wear, they don't have food to eat. You know that if children don't eat, they cannot study. But because of ONPASSIVE, these children will be able to study. Now, our CEO stated that there will be a huge difference in the war. Yes, you know that if you have money, you cannot go out there and steal anything again, because when you steal, sometimes they kill. So it's going to minimize crime, conquer poverty, more education, global population, healthier population. Remember that if you have money, you will eat good meal, healthy, you will be healthy. You'll be able to go out there. Also, when you eat, make sure you go out there and exercise as well. Now, financial freedom, no more suffering. All the founders, I want to really thank all the founders, those who decided to pay their $97, which sum up to $102, because you guys saw the vision just like our CEO. Yes, I am proud of each and every one. Now, every week we will be saying different websites. I am so pleased. I am excited. I am a proud founder. Do you guys know that when I joined ONPASSIVE, every day I am busy either helping my team members or doing something to make sure that they're happy. I don't sleep, but I know that nobody can stop me from ONPASSIVE. I love ONPASSIVE. I know I have a lot to say, but I will stop at this moment. My name is Dr. Benny Ntinglet, and I am your friend. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Thank you, Dr. Benny. She has so much stored up in her heart. When it comes out, it just gushes out, doesn't it, Dr. Benny? She can't hold back. Thank you for sharing tonight. We appreciate you very, very much. All right, I think we've gone through all of our speakers and all the people who wanted to say something. We did pretty good tonight, didn't we? And it is now upon our 2 hours, which is perfecto. So this is my time to say our thanks, talk about webinars that are coming up, and we will have a goodbye session. All right. So I want to thank Marty DeGarmo, who enables us to use the corporate webinar account, and so that we can stream live to 20 channels and we can have a large capacity present in this webinar. Thank you very much for that, Marty. Thank you for also being a contributor. And we also have Tony Monk, who is our regular contributor. Thank you, Tony. Thank you to our OTech pros who are always here for us. Today we had Bob Takusi, Collins Mana, Oliver Fronte, and Vincent Mana. So we were blessed with all 4 of them. Thank you very much. We also would like to thank our people who are doing our graphics. Bill Musk creates this particular one with the Burj Khalifa and the laptop. That's Bill Musk creation. The promotional webinars graphics are done by Myra and June. So it's Myra Aquino and June Buckingham. So thank you for doing those. That's really important for our webinar. We also want to thank our chat guardians, which it's headed by John Barilla. We call him the chat commissioner, and his crew of chat guardians. And today we had Bruce Gerstein, Listra Tuak, Myra Aquino, Casey, Zevenbergen, and did I miss anybody? Oh, my husband. I always miss my husband. This is terrible, but I consistently miss him. Rob Gorman, he's always in the YouTube chats helping greet people and kick out the trolls and stuff. So thank you. John, did I forget anybody? You got to unmute.
Yeah.
Oh, Yin Yang. Wait. You can talk, John.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Yin Yang, right? Helped.
How about now? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Real quick. Let me just go through the list because there's quite a few. MK Kaylee, Yin Yang 444, Casey Zevenbergen, Gina Leva helped out tonight. Listra Tuak, always with me. Myra Aquino, Bruce Gerstein, as you mentioned, and Roy Davies. That's everybody that helped out that I can get at the moment. I hope I didn't forget anybody. So thank you, everybody.
Good job, John. And John is building up a crew of helpers. So if any of you here tonight are inclined and know that, hey, I want to help these webinars, you can be a chat guardian along with John. Just reach out to John or any of the chat guardians, and we will embrace you and bring you into the fold. We could definitely use your help. All right. Thank you, John. Appreciate you. All right. I think I mentioned everybody. I hope I didn't forget anybody. I try hard.
Lynn,
Yes,
it's Tony. I was just wondering if you could just kind of look at the Lori's little grandchildren there, the future ONPASSIVE-ians right here.
All right, we're spotlighting them. Oh, let's take a picture.
So adorable.
Say hi, sweeties. Wait, don't stop scratching your nose. She's got her nose. I want to take a picture. Okay, ready? Smile. Okay, hold on while I save it. I'm going to save the screenshot. Oh, they're so precious. Look at their blonde hair, so pretty. Let me see, where are you, Laurie? Let me find you. There we go. Okay, now you can talk, Laurie. Talk. You can talk,
Say
Laurie.
hi, girls.
Hi. Oh.
I'm a future passive.
I'm passive. No, I'm future passive.
Future
passive.
This one was riding her bike. Oh, that one was.
And she
got a boo-boo.
Scooter.
Yeah, her scooter.
It's mine bicycle. So
I see. Well, you guys are precious and you are the future of ONPASSIVE. And this is what we're all in it for, right? To help future generations. Thank you so much for being here.
John, thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Aren't they precious? Oh my gosh. Thanks, Tony, for pointing them out.
It's already out.
Oh, I see. All right.
Okay, that's enough.
Okay, so now, where was I? I think it's a point where we're going to say, oh, wait, I was going to talk about what's coming up. This is Friday, right? So tonight, we have Rob Lynn Live. I'm trying to remember what we're called. This is what Ash Mufara gave us as a name, Rob Lynn Live. That's at midnight tonight. So come and join us. The link is in the back office. And if you're a subscriber to my channel or other channels, you're going to see the reminder. And then tomorrow is Saturday. What do we have on Saturday? We have the Milo show at 2 p.m. Join us for that. And we also have on Sunday the Papua New Guinea webinar that's at midnight. We have then my husband said, no, we're called Rob Lynn. Yeah, Rob Lynn live on Saturday at 10:30 p.m. instead of midnight, because we go to Papua New Guinea at midnight. And then in the morning, we have the OTEC Pros, which is at 10 a.m. Eastern, Sunday. And then we have the Heroes webinar at 1:30 p.m. Eastern on Sunday. So please join us for any of those webinars or shows. We would be happy to have you. At this time, we're going to unmute everybody, and everybody can say bye-bye, and I'll keep you going for quite a while. So just enjoy the goodbyes. It's my favorite part. One of the favorite parts I have of the webinar is the bye-byes. Enjoy. You can, okay, you guys are.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Chris.
Bye,
Bye, all. Good night, good night, good night, good night.
Good night. Good night.
Bye, everybody. Thank you very much.
Girls. Alligator.
See ya. Bye-bye. Good job, Benny.
Bye. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
The webinar again. Bye, Jane. Dr. Benny.
Joyce.
Good night, Tony. Brother Tony.
Bye. Bye.
Hi, Uncle Bob.
Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
Oh my God.
Yes, Uncle Bob.
To good again, as always.
Good night, everyone. Party.
See y'all.
Bye, Brother Ron.
Tomorrow,
Good night, Vincent Collins. Bye,
tomorrow,
ONPASSIVE-FutureRevolutionAI.
Thank you.
Good night, Richard.
ONPASSIVE-licious.
Good night,
Ooh, we got another singer. Hi, Myra. Good night.
OnPassive is OnPassilicious.
Thank you, Myra.
Thank you, Myra.
Good night, Myra. Good night, Jenny.
Passilicious.
Good night,
Rupa. Or good morning, Rupa.
I close my Jackie. Leave the
Joyce.
webinar.
Good night. Love you guys. I am the proud founder.
Love you more, Richard.
The doctor's in the house.
Richard.
The doctor's in the house.
See ya.
Good night, Francesca.
See ya.
Joyce is in the house. Joyce is in the house.
Joyce.
Love you all. Love you all. Love you all. Love you all.
The doctor's in the house.
Good night, everybody.
Love you, Jenny. Love you, Jenny.
See you later, alligator.
Bye now. Bye now. Bye. See ya. Bye-bye.
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 Well.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Good night.
Bye, Glenn.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Yes.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, John.
Goodbye.
Sing a song, John.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Night, Richard.
Richard.
Night,
Richard. Good night, everyone. Good night.
Good
night, Yana.
Good night.
Good night,
See you tomorrow, 2 p.m. Milo show.
Vincent.
Good night, Vincent.
Hi.
Good night, Brother Vincent.
Good
Night, everybody.
Bye now. Thank you, Myra.
Hi, Sherry.
Good night, Brother Collins.
Good night.
That's their Lister. Thank you, Lister.
Bye, Lister.
Hi, my friends.
Bye now.
Hi, Barilla. Mr. Barilla.
Sing a song, Mr. Barilla.
That's
Collins.
Bye-bye from here.
Thank you. Have a blessing and God bless you.
Thank you.
Blessing to me, blessing to you all.
OnPassive is OnPassilicious.
Have a nice day. Have a nice day to God.
Everybody, good night.
Good night.
Good night.
You okay? G, you
Unmute,
okay?
Richard. Unmute.
Momodu is working.
Hey,
Mamadou,
how you
doing?
Here's
Bye-bye. God bless you. Thank
The
you.
long goodbye.
Hey, have a blessed night.
Sister
Thank
Joyce.
you.
Good night.
Miss Teacher.
Thank you. Hey, Miss Dave.
Wow.
Good night, everybody.
Goodbye,
Have
everybody.
a blessed
Yeah.
Good night, Lori's granddaughters.
Precious.
Bye now.
Look at you.
Oh, yeah.
Mamadou, good night.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bye, Sister
Oh, yeah.
Listra.
Mm-hmm.
Good
Yep.
night.
Good night.
Bye now. Yep. Yep.
Bye now.
Everyone is on fire. You can see the smile. Everyone is on fire.
Midnight. Midnight.
Where's the party?
We're not going anywhere.
Let's
We're not going anywhere.
Live.
We're staying here. We're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, the party's here, right?
Amen.
Dean, you sing. You provide the music right now, Dean. Let's go.
What?
Let's
Me?
go, John. Come
Yeah,
on.
Roblin Live.
I'm on the top of the world, looking down on creation, and the only explanation I can find is a love that we found since on passage
Oh.
and it's just put us at the top of the world. Yeah.
We're not going anywhere.
See what I can start? No, John.
I'm not leaving. That's it.
Then you have to make
Dean is
that
gonna sing
song
a
for
young
us.
Barilla, and we're not
Yes.
leaving.
On
Love it.
passive is delicious. On passive is on passilicious.
It is.
Arm passive.
It is.
Yes, baby.
Oh.
Bye.
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 Bye-bye now.
Everybody, come and join us at midnight.
Bye-bye.
Roblin Live. If you
ONPASSIVE.
can join us. Take care, everybody. Love you. Love
Bye.
you.
See you tonight.
Good night, everybody.